Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining me today. We have a nice feel-good festive flow. Just get the juices moving, open up our bodies so we are ready to enjoy this day and whatever it brings. This class is all level friendly, no props are needed, so get in your festive holiday gear, roll out your mat, and let's get started. So we're going to start today in Thunderbolt pose, sitting up on the knees. And if this does not feel good, we can always sit in easy seat instead. But just lifting up through the crown of the head, taking a moment to connect to our breath. Maybe take the hands to the belly. As we start to tune out distractions and come into this practice, feeling the breath as it nourishes your body and calms down the mind. One more big inhale and exhale. We can release the hands to the knees or wherever feels good and just tuck the chin into the chest. Starting to take a few slow neck circles over to the right, moving carefully and gently. Beautiful. Moving at your own pace, doing about 2 or 3 circles on each side. Enjoying this time for yourself this morning before all the chaos may begin. Beautiful. And whenever we feel warmed up in our cervical spine, we meet neutral spine and take the hands behind the feet, fingertips pointing towards the toes. Take one big inhale, and on the exhale, press through the hands and the tops of the feet to send the hips up, opening through the chest and the shoulders, squeezing the glutes. One big long line here. One breath. And exhale, gently release the hips. Take the hands in front of the knees, preparing for cat-cow, finding our nice neutral spine. And then inhale, drop the belly, lifting the tailbone. Exhale, press through the hands, round the tailbone, tuck it in. Inhale, opening up through the throat chakra so we can express our love to our family today. And exhale, tuck the chin into the chest. One more round. Warming up the spine. Beautiful. And coming back through neutral spine before walking the hands out and gently lowering down onto the belly, keeping the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press and lift the chest up. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders back. Take one big deep breath. And then on your next breath, peek over your right shoulder. Try and see if we can find the toes back there. Little twist. And back through center, twisting to the left. One more time each side. Gentle movements. Meeting back in center, releasing down. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Steeple the fingertips just a little bit outside the mat. Inhale, press up, lifting the head. And exhale, take the left ear to the mat. Inhale, lift. And exhale, the right ear to the mat. Moving with the breath. Finding your own natural pace. It may be faster or slower than mine, but whatever feels good to you. Taking about 2 more on each side, making sure we even out. Still focusing on our breath. And whenever we're ready, we release back, taking the hands under the shoulders, tucking the toes, pressing up using the core to plank pose, and finding our way to downward facing dog. Start to walk the hands out, pedal the feet, wake up the backs of the legs. Sending the tailbone up and the crown of the head towards the hands. Beautiful. Find one more moment here. Maybe a moment of stillness, reaching the heels down. Then widen the legs, almost as wide as the yoga mat. Grip through that right hand and reach the left for the right ankle. It may only reach the knee. It may not reach at all. We're just finding a gentle twist. Exhale to release and switch. Gripping through the left hand, trying to peek under the shoulder. Beautiful. Releasing back on the exhale, taking the feet back together. Ground through the left foot, raise the right leg high, bend the knee, and stack the hips, sending that foot over to the other side of the room. Beautiful. Create space in the hips. Exhale, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, bring it into the chest, and then release into low lunge. Find your positioning here. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, palms meet. They come down to heart center. Send the hips down into the mat. Lengthening through this hip flexor. One more breath. And on this next exhale, twist to the right, taking the left elbow to the outside of the knee. Taking our gaze up or behind. Releasing back to center, planting this left hand on the inside of the foot, coming up onto the outer edge of this foot, reaching the right arm back, nectar of the moon, hold here. Using your breath, see how much you can deepen and release into this glute. Exhale, reach the arm back over and gently come into pigeon pose, heel toeing that foot to the corner of the mat and finding our comfy position here. Taking our time to settle in. Maybe we come down onto the forearms. Finding our breath. Checking in with yourself here before we begin this day full of family and fun. Know that in times of stress, you can always return back to this place of peace in your mind, in your body, by focusing back on the breath. Last breath here. Inhale to gently press up. Sweep this left leg around, coming into cow face pose. Stacking the knees on top of each other as close as we can. And then sending the arms out, hooking the right underneath the left as we try to meet palms. And inhale, reach up. Feeling the upper back open wide. Sitting up nice and tall, rooting down through the sit bones. Feeling very grounded, close to the earth. Beautiful. Exhale to unravel. Gently send this left leg back behind. Come into our downward facing dog. Maybe we go a little bit deeper here this time. Take one breath. Then ground through the right leg, raising the left high. Opening the hips, flexing the left foot. Maybe peeking under the shoulder again. Active in the glutes. One more breath. Exhale, three-legged dog. Take that knee in and find our low lunge. Release the arms up high. Big breath. And exhale, lower into the hips. Still keeping our internal rotation, not letting our knee splay out to the side. Just opening through this hip flexor. Maybe closing the eyes for a moment and just feeling. And then on this next exhale, taking our twist, feeling the lubrication of the spine here as we twist and lengthen. Releasing the right hand to the mat, reaching the left behind, nectar of the moon, reach towards that foot. Exhale, release tension in the glutes, in the hips. One more breath. And exhale, come back to center, making our way into pigeon. Calming down the mind with each breath as we feel ourselves open and relax. Breathing nice and deep. Allowing sounds, smells, thoughts to float on by as we focus on the body and the breath. Keeping our breathing nice and even. Releasing even more in the hips. Feeling the surrender here for one more breath. And then gently lifting up on the inhale. So whipping that right leg around, cow face pose. Beautiful. And finding our cow face arms, whichever side you didn't do last time. I think I might have done the same again, but that's okay. Inhale, lift the arms open through the back. Sending the glutes down into the mat. Exhale to unravel, uncrossing the legs, and finding our way down onto the back. Extending the left leg long, hugging the right knee into the chest, pulling it up, feeling that hip crease. And then on your next exhale, extend the leg, reaching for the shin, the ankle, the big toe. You can always keep a bend in the knee, always an option. Listening to your body. And on your next exhale, slowly start to open the leg to the side as far as feels comfortable. Still active in this left leg, grounding into the mat. Maybe going a little bit deeper on this next exhale. Before gently bringing it back up and releasing it down, taking the left knee into the chest. Nice big hug. Then exhale, extend the leg. Nice and long, pull it into the chest. Wake up that hamstring. One more breath. And then gently opening it to the side, taking your time. Breathing. And back to center, gently taking the legs up in the air for happy baby, bending the knees, pressing the lower back down into the mat, maybe finding a little feel good wiggle here, a little wiggle, a little rock, whatever makes you feel like the happiest baby. Finding joy in our bodies today. Joy for everything. Beautiful. And whenever you're ready, we can gently release and come into reclined bound angle, sending the soles of the feet together, just letting the knees fall down towards the earth, opening through the groins, letting the arms lie by the sides. I invite you to close the eyes if they weren't already, and just take a few moments of quiet, listening to the sound of your breath. We can gently take the knees to one side and slowly roll to that side and make our way up to a sitting position. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a great holiday with friends, family, or whatever you choose to do. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, have a great day nonetheless. And I look forward to seeing you next time on the mat. Namaste. Merry Christmas, my friends.